YouTube? This your boy Fred the Court, man, and this is part 2 of the video 2012 players to watch out for in fantasy football. Now I ended the list off on DeMarco Murray, and I'm picking right back up on Wes Welker. Now Wes Welker is my favorite player in the league. Obviously this guy is a golden beast in PPR leagues, point per reception. So if you're in a PPR league, you definitely want to draft Wes Welker. He's guaranteed 100 catches, and he may get you 8 touchdowns. Now I know y'all been hearing a lot of stuff about the Patriots got a lot of wide receivers in camp, but that don't mean anything. When the season starts, there's only 2 guys that Brady's looking for, and that's Gronkowski or Welker, one of the 2. So you never know who is going to get the catches, and I got a feeling Wes Welker is going to have a lot of catches coming his way again in the 2012 campaign. He's my favorite player in the league. He's a gentleman. He was a hard worker, and he will help you get to the fantasy football playoffs. I guarantee you, if you draft Welker, you will not be disappointed. You will not. Now, there's another guy I want to talk about, Freddie Jackson. Now, I know Fred Jackson is in the timeshare with C.J. Spiller, and I know you guys are probably a little worried, should I take Fred Jackson, or should I just stay away from him because he's in the timeshare? Me, I feel like, first of all, Fred Jackson in 2011, he was arguably the #1 running back in fantasy football over Foster. Before he got that leg injury, he was just on a crazy run. I know because I drafted the guy. I had him and Foster on the same team, so I know what kind of year Fred Jackson was having. Fred Jackson is a beast. He's good, man. The best thing about him is he can catch, man. So he gets you extra points from catching. Now, he is in a timeshare. But does C.J. Spiller really garner enough respect from the coaches to take away that many carries from Fred Jackson to make Fred Jackson fantasy irrelevant? I don't think so. I think that Fred Jackson will have a phenomenal year, and I think that he will help you, or he will propel your team to make it to the promised land. You heard it from Fred the Court. Now, you asking me, what should I draft Fred Jackson? That's a good question. Of course, you can't draft him before the 3rd, probably not even the 4th. Now, if you can get Fred Jackson in the 5th or the 6th round, you just got you a nice, decent running back for low value. So, I would probably get Fred Jackson around that area. Now, another thing I want to talk about is 2 wide receivers. I want to talk about Greg Jennings versus Roddy White. Roddy White versus Greg Jennings. Now, if you're on the draft board, it's your turn to draft. You're on the clock. Time is ticking. Best available wide receivers, Greg Jennings, Roddy White. Who would you draft? Me, Fred the Court, I would have to go with Greg Jennings because Aaron Rodgers throws more touchdowns. There's just more opportunity in the Green Bay offense than it is in the Atlanta Falcons offense. Nothing against the Falcons, nothing against Matty Ice, nothing against Roddy White. It's just that the Green Bay offense is far more sophisticated, and wide receivers get open more. So I'm trying to get the wide receiver that's going to give me the most points and score the most touchdowns. So that's got to be Greg Jennings. I love Roddy White. I had him last year, but that was last year. This is this year. 2012, get Greg Jennings. Of course, Greg Jennings probably is going to start coming off the board in the 4th round. The 4th round and the 5th round. So if it's best available, I will get Greg Jennings. You got to do what you got to do. Better quarterback, more touchdowns. Now, some other wide receivers I want to talk about, 3 wide receivers. I want to talk about Victor Cruz versus Jordy Nelson versus Julio Jones. Well, Julio Jones versus Victor Cruz versus Jordy Nelson. These 3 guys all had breakout years last year. Now, I would probably want to roll with, if it was me, I would probably have to roll with Cruz. Cruz is the better of the 3. The 3. Cruz is the best. Now, if Cruz is going off the board, because, you know, a lot of people are going super crazy over Cruz right now. He's been drafted so early as into the 2nd round. So, Cruz might not make it to you in your draft. So, then you probably have to pick out of Jordy Nelson and Julio Jones. Now, you ask yourself, normally I would tell you to pick Jordy Nelson because of Aaron Rodgers, but not this time. I'm going to tell you to pick Julio Jones over Jordy Nelson because Matt Ryan is going to make Julio Jones a fantasy football superstar this year. And what I'm telling you right now, Fred the Corp is telling you, Julio Jones will be a fantasy football superstar this year. A straight stud, S-T-U-D. Now, I will roll with Julio Jones. He's just such a beast, man. You see this guy body frame, his arms. He's a complete football player, man. Yes, he has Roddy White, but that doesn't mean anything. I've seen offenses with 2 wide receivers almost have 1,000 yards, 100 catches. It happens. Now if Julio Jones is off the board, obviously, if the next best wide receiver is Jordy Nelson, please draft Jordy Nelson. I mean, there's so many touchdowns. Rodgers threw 40 touchdowns last year, and obviously Greg Jennings didn't catch 40 touchdowns. So there's a lot of touchdowns to be had in that Green Bay offense. So, yeah, I would definitely do that. And by the way, just want to say that if you ever have anything you want to ask me, any advice, from down to the beginner level questions, I'm here to help you guys win. I want you to dominate your league. I want you to be the guy that when somebody gets ready to play you, they want to make trades. They're scared of you. They give their whole team away just to face you. I want you to be that guy. Most feared in the league. I want you to dominate. I want you to win the championship. Most importantly, I want you to win that money. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself. Buy you something nice. Go on a vacation. Because that's what we do when we take fantasy football money from other people. We go, we splurge out, we have fun. You deserve it. You worked hard. But this is when you put your grind. This is the grind right here. You must study. You must study, and you must keep players' names relevant in your head. Because when it comes to draft day, you don't want to you don't want to have a brain fart. You don't want to forget people, and you never want to you never want to just be that guy that just forget people and then you're just drafting best available off a sheet. Come on, man. Study. Listen to my videos. Take my advice. Now, my YouTube account, I have like 5,000 messages in my inbox. I can't. It's too many. I need you to send that stuff to my Facebook group. So you can join my Facebook through YouTube. I have my Facebook on my link on my homepage. Please request the group. Everything NFL and fantasy football. We will help you out. There's other guys on there. We will rate your mock drafts. We will do that. I started a ESPN league with members from that group. And it's a 14-man league, so hurry up. You can sign up to the league and be on there with me. I'm the commissioner, and maybe you could dominate me, or maybe I could dominate you. Of course you're not going to dominate me. I'm going to dominate all of you. But still, you can learn from me what not to do in your real league. But this is a real league, though. Maybe you can get a slot. So the slots are filling up quickly. And, you never know. You may get in or you may not get in. But this your boy Fred the Corp, man. I am here to help you win this money and your fantasy football championship for you to have the bragging rights and the trophy, baby. You got to take the bacon home. Now, hit me up, man. Subscribe to me. You must subscribe to my YouTube because that's how you keep my videos coming through. Alright, now hit your boy up, man. I'm out of this thing, man. And once again, man, it's all about them Buccaneers in this 2012 season. Best offensive line in the league. Hit your boy up, man. Fred the Corp, man. Peace.